Hello, my lovelies. How are you? Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a ancient energy tap-in reading. We're going to start with the Dragon Oracle, so definitely some dragon energy is going to be assisting us in this reading, and then we'll jump into some tarot and we'll see where that goes. So you know the rules of tarot. You take what resonates and you leave what does not. If it doesn't apply, then we simply let it fly. Flip it, switch it, stick it, but we don't force anything to fit in any type of way. Let's jump in. See? Culmination, completion, and renewal. So we've this energy is coming in to help us readjust, is what I'm hearing. Readjust, recalibrate. We're collecting. It's like a collection of things. Well, it seems to be whatever process that we've been using is actually it's taken its place, and now it's transitioning about utilizing that energy. It's being put forth into action. So, miracle, making a difference. So, it's going to feel kind of miraculous. This energy is going to be a little bit, you're going to feel like this is for someone that doesn't really believe in miracles. Don't even think they're possible, at least not in your world. Not that you don't believe in miracles taking place. You probably see them on the daily, but you've gotten so accustomed to no such thing happening in your world. It's going to feel nothing short of a miracle. And it's going to change so many things. Last but not least, we have trust, love, and friendship. Oh, I just love this card. The little baby dragon. I have a dragon that I carry around on my back. And let's see if you can see him. See him, and he glows in the dark. He's my little buddy. So, and he goes everywhere with me. And this card always reminds me of Sprite. He's my one-eyed Sprite. He's only got one eye, but I love him just the way he is. I have dragons around me. I have a dragon that sits here. I have a dragon that sits in the other room. This is this miracle seems to be coming in the form of an outside energy. We're trusting in ourselves. We're believing in ourselves. This is also, are you making friends with yourself? It seems to me like you found a place of peace within yourself. You didn't really ever believe that you could actually be peaceful on the inside. And it looks like it's allowing some kind of, it's very loving. Look at that. It's just so loving. It's so peaceful. It's like, hey, just, caressing your face. It's just like, and it's adoration. It adores you. On the bottom of the deck, we have transcendence, achieving success, huh? Okay, so it looks like we're jumping into Hecate. That's what I'm being called to. So looks like Mother Hecate's on deck. Now, she's a type of energy that if you're wrong, she has no problem telling you you're wrong. She doesn't shy away from it. And she will put you in certain situations just to force you to grow. Okay? It's not in situations that are going to be detrimental and cause you significant amount of harm, like bodily harm or anything like that. But she will definitely put you in situations to see where you are so that she can further assist you in your soul growth. Destruction. Ooh, this is nothing but exactly what it is. It is annihilation to the fullest. So you've been dealing possibly with a destructive pattern within the self or with someone else. I am getting an energy of like the past. The past is what has been handled. The destructive weight that we've laid behind us that's transformed, because we have transformation here. We've gone through a significant amount of transformation because this could have been something that we were bound to for quite some time. But we've spent enough time within ourselves to go back to when it all began. And now, what do we have? Knowledge. Oh, we have growth. So, Persephone goes to the depths and she rises each morning and she allows things to grow. And then she takes what she needs to take and she puts it to rest. And each day she dawns again and allows that growth to rehappen in different areas, right? With the pomegranate here. So there's a lot of growth that's happening. A lot of things that we've kind of like put on the back burner. It's caused a lot of destruction in our path. You'll notice they kind of go together right there. But we've woken up from this place of regret, remorse, despair. And we're starting to actually feel good about the things that we're pouring our energy into versus pouring our energy into dead things that we're never going to be. You can't revive some things. Some things are just meant to be left alone. And it looks like it could have been something that was very destructive in your life. It caused a lot of chaos, a lot of drama, a lot of hardship in your life. And now we've stepped into this place where we're really starting to feel good. Like the energy is really starting to amp up. I feel the energy start to rise. That's because we reached our sovereignty. We're sovereign. We're free from the things that bound us in the past, things that held on to us, the things that we held on to, whatever kind of energetic cords that we were allowing to siphon our energy. And yeah, it was creating quite a disturbance. See, the little lampades, they can run around and they can light shit on fire. And if we don't pay attention to them, that's exactly what they do. If you'll notice behind, everything's on a blaze. But if we pay attention to them, the little signs, the little triggers, I like to view these as like little synchronicities, you know, our little matchsticks, our trigger warnings, our responses within the body that go off when certain things are transpiring. We're listening more to those things within our body, but we're not allowing them to create chaos and to cause all this mayhem. See, there's another. This is the Hecate's hounds, okay? Very, very loyal. So this miracle that's coming in, it seems because you've been so adamant about your growth that the hounds are sounding on something. We have the origins. This is a new beginning. This is allowing us to pull up our anchor. The growth that we've had has allowed us to pull up our anchor and to move to a better place and to allow us to anchor down again. So now we're using that anchor in the right places at the right depth, and it's dragging the bottom, but it doesn't get hung up on things because we're more aware of the obstacles that could be in our path. Looks like we released something. It was possibly on this last full moon where it was Cancer, so it would have been emotions. The hounds sounded. The hounds alerted us. Something was growing. This could be a manifestation. This could be the sovereignty that we just saw a moment ago, the freedom, the belief. Mm. It brought a lot of healing. This release brought a lot of healing within. Ooh, and it's changed things. It looks like, see, now, this is like talking about cycles and whatnot, but to me, it also signifies, it depends on the approach and the way that we look at it. We can either jump on a hamster wheel and be caught in the maze and never really find our true meaning or our true destination as far as getting out of certain obstacles, or we can defend ourselves and we can use that as a shield to protect ourselves. And I kind of feel like that's the place. That's this healing is allowing us to protect us, to change the things that we can't change and to accept things that we can accept. And that's why something here is nothing short of a miracle. There's sovereignty again. Hermes. So Hermes shows up when there's messages. And so for a while, you did answer the calling when it first came in, and that's why you're a messenger. That's why you're stepping into the place. That's why you're allowed to accept certain messages. Because you're not stuck to anyone or anything. You are there for you. You've risen above. So this is like giving the energy of the phoenix. You've risen above things that were trying to hold you back. This is something that's coming from the sacral chakra as well. It's like I'm releasing negative energy here. And this is something that we had, like, we truly desired. This could be connection with another. But what we truly desired is to have a connection that was worth allowing into your space. Something that was something that someone or something that is allowed, that has enough integrity to be allowed into your sacred space. That's why it's a miracle, because it is your space. It is your healed space. It is you're protecting that space in a way, and you're not just letting any old riffraff in there to create disturbances. And that's why this trust, love, and friendship is showing up. We're going to pull some tarot. We're going to definitely pull some tarot on this. Okay. Oh my word. Did y'all just jump down? Somebody didn't like that. Ooh. Well, that's just too damn bad, isn't it? That's just too damn bad. Nine of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles. Pre-Empress energy. So this is baby. So you're just a baby. You're just now stepping into the pre-Empress energy. That's beautiful. So you're moving away from the mother. I'm hearing the mother to, you're moving away from the maiden to the mother, and then it's the crone, right? And I'm hearing that you're stepping out of the maiden energy. That is beautiful. That's the pre-Empress energy. Oh, no, that's the Four Swords. That's the pre-Empress energy. We have the moon. Something that's been hidden from you. Oh, it's like there's the miracle. That's like the miracle. The miracle, something that was put under the moon, right? There's been growth, and it's something that you wished for. That you didn't, that shows the miracle right there. If you'll look at that. You found a place of peace within the self, because you've grown and you've evolved enough within yourself that you are going to be successful, because there's some over these feelings of lack. So for a long time, you didn't trust and believe in yourself. You didn't. Someone just recently came into your hemisphere. Someone, some kind of karmic, taught you just how valuable you really were, didn't they? Didn't they? They did. They showed you things about yourself that you didn't. I feel like it's not until this very moment are you actually going to realize just the lessons that they had taught you. It would have been a karmic relationship where you felt like you were the one that was doing all the teaching, you were giving all the energy, you were applying yourself into it, and this person wasn't really reciprocating anything. But I can assure you, they told you things about yourself that you didn't see, that you didn't believe in yourself. And it had to do with your worth, who you are. They left you out in the cold, yeah, whatever. But in the end, they did. But that was because of their own demons. That was because of their own things, their own healing. It was the end of that cycle with that individual. But we're sitting in a space, that's why I seen that Four Swords a minute ago. We're sitting in a space now where we actually see our value, where we didn't see our value before. That's why there's a new chapter. Careful, someone could would be circling back. Yep. This is called in like your soul group. This is like called in a lot of harmony. You're very happy where you're at right now. Look, you've taken a break. You're relaxed, you're reflecting, you're healing. This is internal healing. This is healing on a scale of yourself. This doesn't have external healing within it. Oh, but that does. Woo. That's deep, deep internal healing. Okay? The back and forth, you were going back and forth. You were on the fence of whether or not, oh, okay, so somebody may communicate. This is a side note for someone. Someone may communicate here. Could disturb your rest, your place of peace. Someone you ghosted or you blocked. They want to make some kind of plans with you. Okay, that's a side note for someone. For those of you that does not apply for, you're reflecting on something that was internal that you were going on back and forth about, that lacked direction, that you were on the fence about. You weren't sure if you wanted to let it go, or if you could heal past it, or if there was a possibility of healing the situation. And I see that you've done a significant amount of healing within the self around that choice, around that decision. Ooh, look at there, Empress. You got some kind of plan here? You're empowering yourself over some kind of plan? Some kind of idea here? There's Temperance. You've had all three healing cards. The Four Swords, the Hermit, now Temperance. You're pouring back into your own cup after something put you at a crossroads. It was causing things to come up for you, some kind of red flag, some kind of trigger. And you have the strength. This healing, the amount of healing that you've done has allowed you to actually free yourself from it with that Strength card. There's the Hermit again. The Hermit coming right back out. So there's something in this energy that we're reflecting on. We're seeing the direct results of something here. Ooh, you're no longer happy with someone. This person, oh, so if somebody tried to advance towards you at this time, or recently, like in the last couple of days, last week or so, that was the destructive pattern. Okay, that was that's where you were on the fence about this individual. You were going back and forth. You weren't sure if you were ready to release that person or if you were going to be allowed to take that person with you. Because your paths just, I mean, your the timeline that you're on, people of the past just can't go with you. None of them. None of them. Mm-mm. If they're not elevated, they're not healed, they don't have any soul growth, they're not going to be able to go with you, sweetheart. And it looks to me like someone from the past was trying to establish some kind of connection that you had with them, and it was a very destructive pattern. You held on to this person as well in hopes that you could, amend things. And now, in this space right now, you feel nothing. Whereas opposed before, maybe this is somebody you were married to. This could have been somebody that you were married to, someone that you were back and forth with. This would have been an earth energy, that King of Pentacles. High Priestess just went back in. She peeked out, though. Looks like something's about to be dropped. You better be ready. There's a realization. There's the sun shining. This could be someone's son that's coming towards you. Well, obviously. I mean, they have parents. But there's a realization here. Something's going to be pretty successful. It looks like you've taken some kind of action. You've created some kind of balance within the self. Oh, yeah, you did. Nine of Swords. Ooh. Something that you feared. So you could have feared letting that person go. Let's see what that one is. Yeah. It was putting limitations on you. You're seeing that the limiting beliefs. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. I'm putting them back in. They just fell out. So this, some kind of, you could have acted impulsively and it's created. That's over. We're not doing that anymore. We're no longer acting impulsively, right? Yeah, I just seen the Strength card. We've overcome that. The strength, because you had the strength and courage to love yourself. That's why you were held back from having a new beginning. You were wanting a new beginning for a really long time, and you just had to learn self-love, though, in order to have what it is you're wanting. And I see what it is you're wanting. That's why you think it's going to be short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle, right? That you could actually find somebody that you can jive with. Someone that you can get along with. Someone that views and sees things the same way you do. And y'all get along just... What? We have the Nine of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. The Emperor. With the Queen of Cups. Holy sheep shit, what? Just give me a second. Let me get the messages on this. Okay, so you regain control of your heart space. That's good. You're no longer feeling feelings of apathy. You're no longer being distracted. You see something as it's beneficial, something that's coming in, and it's a wish come true. It'd be an Emperor. Someone that's very loving and compassionate. And they see you as someone that's loving and compassionate. And that is the direct result. If you freeing yourself from those feelings of apathy, those being distracted, not caring for the self, not loving the self in the way that you should, involving your energy with destructive people, destructive patterns. This is a direct result. This is, Nine of Pentacles is that pre-Empress energy. We saw at the beginning of the reading, right? It's a direct result. You're fixing to be, that's why that miracle's coming in. It's because it is something you want. Something you wanted for a really long time is what I'm hearing. And now it's yours. Nine of Pentacles. I want to get a little bit more on that origins, because I feel like um, there's a little bit more information there that we need to tap into. I don't feel like that's the end of the reading. I do feel like we need to get some more on that. That's just to get us up to speed as to, up to where we are right now, so that we understand what's going on, the amount of growth. That's what is showing the amount of growth is the process, the things that we've gone through, right? Like I said at the beginning of the reading, readjustments. There's definitely a readjusting that needs to take place. I usually don't ever do that in a reading, but I felt like I needed to. Let's talk about this origins. Should I use this deck? No. Let's talk about the origins, please. Now, this deck is very selective in the words that it says. In the cards that it comes out, it's not, they don't get all buck wild. It's a rejection. We're rising up above. We're lifting ourselves up from something that we held on to, something that had been there for a long time. But it was a rejection wound. And now we're no longer feeling rejected, because we're standing up for ourselves. See, he's got one hand down and he's pulling himself up from the depths. He's no longer staying in this low-level energy. He's allowing himself to rise. And that's... so you've been there for a really long time. What card is that? Page of Swords. Tell me some more. Ace of Charisma. We've obtained some kind of new weapon. Not in a weapon that we're going to go around doing malicious things with. I'm not talking about that kind of weapon. I'm talking something that we can add to our toolbox, or a new tool possibly. This is just something that's going to allow us to be honored. Ace of Pentacles. That's accepting something that is meant for us. And it looks to me like, yeah, there's someone behind the scenes that's trying to destroy that. Be careful. Yeah. This is a very mischievous kind of energy. Well, they can get somewhere. The messages. Six of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups. That's the 10. That's the 10 of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. With the Four of Cups. We received messages about whether or not something was going to actually forfeit or give in the way that it should have. This would have been like possibly something that we believed was going to be emotionally fulfilling for us, right? But all it did was hold us back and create more distractions. It kept us from actually obtaining our true fulfillment, our happiness. And now we're receiving messages about something that is coming in, that we are going to be able to release this. We're no longer going to have to hang on to this right here, because we allowed that destructive energy to fall away. What else does my viewer need to know? Is there anything else? Being called to the fallen angels. What else does my viewer need to know? discovery. You discovered some kind of sense of strength here. Some hidden strength is about to be discovered. Since you've completed something. Since this completion, bringing this into something. Danger. You're receiving messages. And you're being enlightened, and you're taking a childlike approach to something that's inspiring you. Or you will be. You're celebrating something here. You're being celebrated. Like your gods. You're celebrating yourself, if anything else. This hidden strength that you're about to discover is going to allow you to feel good, really good. There's the Phoenix. You're rising above this feelings like you lost out. And you're obtaining it by using the wisdom. Oh, wow. Your energy really is commanding, isn't it? It's a force to be reckoned with. Settlement. Well, it looks like everything you ever wanted and then some's coming in. There's like a settling of differences here within the self, not with someone else. I do feel like the path that you're on is going to open up so many doors for you, and it's going to be fun. You're fixing to have a really exciting time. You're going to receive downloads. Things are going to see, there's a partnership. Your empathy's coming through. There's the friendship, see? This is beautiful, my lovelies. I do hope this reading helped you in some way. What I'm seeing here is like all that you've done for yourself over the last few years, the healing that you've done, the growth, the maturity. You've matured yourself, you've loved yourself, and now it's time for you to receive the benefits of that. So that's what I see is happening. And I applaud you. So for those of you that stayed to the end, I thank you. For those of you that are new here, hello. For those of you that are returning, I appreciate you. And until we meet again, toodaloo-hoos.